Hey, what's going on guys? OG here, and today you are going to learn power flips. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down what makes a power flip a power flip. So all a power flip essentially is a combination of a power loop and a flip. So you're going to be power looping and throwing a flip in at the apex of the power loop. So before you do anything else with the power flip, you definitely want to make sure that you're plenty comfortable with doing power loops. If not, you can check out our previous Whooptorial Wednesday video on power loops. I will link it down below, and you can find everything you need to know about power loops in that video. So with a power flip, you're going to be approaching your object just like you would for a power loop. Start your loop motion up over top of the object. The difference is when you get to your apex of the loop with a power flip, you're either going to do a front flip from that point, or you're going to do a back flip from that point. So let's go ahead and jump into Velocidrone. I'm going to demonstrate a couple of times going forwards, a couple of times going backwards. We'll check out some different types of obstacles and stuff you can do it on, and then we'll see what we can do in real life. So now that we're in Velocidrone, we're going to go ahead and start working on these power flips. So first thing I would suggest is to go ahead and practice power looping whatever object you're going to be practicing on a few times, just to get reacquainted and comfortable with all of the motions and movements that go into performing a power loop. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with a rear power flip. So we're going to come up to the object, we're going to go underneath, start our power loop, and when I get to the apex, if you take a look at my right stick down here, you're going to see me do a sharp flip at the apex of the power loop. So if all goes well, you'll see that sharp flip, and then I'll come down just in time to go back underneath of the object and complete the power flip. So sharp flip and underneath of the object. Let's try that again. So sharp flip underneath of the object. And now that you're comfortable with doing the rear power flips, we're going to go ahead and start on the front power flips, which is the rear and reverse. One thing with the front power flips, which is a reason why I suggested starting with the opposite, is you're doing a little bit more blind. So you're not really going to be able to see the ground coming up on you quite as much. You're just going to see sky, 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 ground, and then you got to be ready to catch yourself at that point. So you'll see what I mean once I do one. We're going to go try and, so apex, pitch forward, then underneath. So see if I can do one a little bit slower. Maybe I might have to go higher so you can kind of tell, but I go higher, and then sky, sky, ground. So you got to be ready for as soon as you see your obstacle, as soon as you see your ground, you need to start working on pulling out of that power flip at that point. Because as we've talked about before, one thing that whoops are always going to suffer with is that low end grunt, that catching power at the bottom of a trick. So the smoother you can be, the more gradual you can be on your throttle with any of these types of tricks, the better off you're going to be in the long run. So let's go ahead and take it outside. We'll throw it into a freestyle line, see what it looks like in real life, and I'll show you some cool stuff that you can do with a whoop that you can't really do with anything else when it comes to power flips.